how many games you've seen in Pakistan where the ball doesn't even bounce above the stumps anyway? It's consistently low and slow. Hence why Pakistan cheated so often in the 80s with the ball tampering. I mean, it's how it is. You got to do what you can on those crappy
Rob,
wickets.
reverse swing is not ball tampering, please.
Yeah, come on. They were artists, Rob. Artists.
I mean, you have videos from Tap Tap Piche Piche all the way back. 80s bowling, 90s bowling, 2010s bowling. Do you feel like this, like in the 80s, literally, it was just people trying to bowl at people's heads, right? Like it was just people hurting each other. And then you saw it kind of dramatically reduce in the 90s. Like if you remember, I mean, you only put the video. There's one where Brett Lee hits that guy in the face. No, I think Chamanda was, I think. Back of the head. Brett Lee hit. Brett Lee hit somebody in the back of the head with a ball. I remember that video. Do you feel like that attitude has been switching? Like, do you feel like there's a shift in terms of curbing bowler aggression, actively curbing bowler aggression more and more as time has gone by?
Well, there has, and Rabada, was pretty fiery over the last few years, and he got fined and suspended and all that sort of business. But he wasn't really being aggressive with his bounces. He was just being a bit mouthy on the field, But it wasn't like, say, the West Indies guys in the 80s were literally bowling 6 bounces and over. They were bowling a lot of bounces, but they did pitch a lot of balls up when it was moving. Like in England, they didn't just bowl bounces every ball because it would be a waste of time. So they were clever. But when the bouncer rule came in the early 90s, that you could only bowl 2 bounces, it made bowlers be a bit smarter about how to use the short ball and how short and accurate it needed to be to get whatever desired result they want. So, a shoulder high bouncer that nips off the seam and moves in is probably, more dangerous than a ball that, just sails past the batsman's helmet.
Yeah.
So I do feel like people bowl bouncers without a lot of thought in the 80s, some of the time. But so I think bowlers have had to get a bit more smarter to deal with the laws. But you've got to be fast, though, with the exception of someone like Wagner, who just bowls a really weird angle. And, no one else is bowling bounces, but no one else is really fast enough, and you've got to generally be a little bit tall as well. I mean, I really couldn't imagine someone like Bumrah just sending down a ton of bounces. Why would he do that when he's got such a killer stock ball,
Yeah.
So yeah, and pitches are flatter these days too. So in general, for fast bowlers anyway. So it's a lot harder work. I mean, how many games you've seen in Pakistan where the ball doesn't even bounce above the stumps anyway? It's consistently low and slow. Hence why Pakistan cheated so often in the 80s with the ball tampering. I mean, it's how it is. You got to do what you can on those crappy
Rob,
wickets.
reverse swing is not ball tampering, please.
Yeah, come on. They were artists, Rob. Artists.
Okay.
लाइक करो ऐसा करके जैसा